How are you doing? You doing great? Mm. You can as well switch on your webcam. I think there's no MC today, so um, just you and me then. Okay, so basically we gonna wait a little bit until we begin a meditation, but we also have some nice content to talk about afterward. It's about the characters of friends that we should associate with and we should avoid at all costs. I think this is already the third time. Third time's the charm, right? So after today, we're going to talk about the characters of good friends as well. So to give a little bit of the contrast with the negative ones, then we talk about the positive ones. And this will really be an idea of the environment, the important environment that we live in. And that's awesome, right? So today it marks already the almost half a year, and we still have 203 days remaining until the end of the year, until 2026. Yeah, well, not 365 anymore, and although not half of the year yet, but this will remind us not to be careless, just like 20 days away until we reach the half of the year, right? Something that you have not done, it's time to begin doing them now. And something that you've been working on and you've been doing well already, just try to maintain them. Try to keep them until the end of the year, okay? So in the meditation, we've been talking about how our meditation is sometimes like playing video games, that we also need to beat the 5 mental characters here, which are the sensual mind, the angry mind, the sleepy mind, the worried mind, and the questioning mind. And all of these, they become what we call meditation hindrances, which you will use meditation technique in order to overcome them. All right. And one thing that is going to be very, very helpful is if you practice mindfulness all day long, like to be at the center, not only when you meditate, but you meditate 2 times. My master, Longpa Damashio, says it's important to meditate only 2 times. But these 2 times are not in the morning, not in the evening, not before going to bed, not after waking up, but these 2 times are when your eyes closed and when your eyes open. It's important to meditate these 2 times. And if you can do this, we're going to meditate with our eyes closed. But if you meditate before that, the whole day with your eyes open, you close your eyes, it's going to be easier. Okay. So how to meditate with your eyes open? Just try to maintain the awareness of the body center in whatever you do. Like in this video, I prepare special for you today. Never have them on before. So I'm going to show you. And you're going to tell me, because I don't know the answers as well. I don't know this and the answer to this question, okay? So what you're going to do is, for example, while you walk, you are going to maintain the awareness of the body center, like what she does here. You see? Well, this light bulb is not like special effect. It's just like how more like a symbol, okay? Symbol of how mindful you can be. All right. So it's a symbol of mindfulness. You just keep your awareness in the center of your abdomen. And by doing so, your mind will not wander to anywhere else. You see, it's not difficult, right? And has anyone done this before? Yeah, some of you. Okay, look again. It's about you don't actually have to have a torch or a flashlight or a light bulb in your abdomen, but it's just a symbol to represent how you don't let your mind wander anywhere else. Okay, so just keep it there, keep it in the middle of your abdomen as often as you can. Suppose that you forget, that's fine, you forget. You just have to count how many times you can do it in a day. Maybe you can do it only one time, and maybe next week you can do it 3 times. Maybe after 3 weeks, you can do it 6 times. And maybe after like 3 months, you can do it 20 times. So this is already some development. And those who have been doing this since the New Year break, and you've been doing this every day, I'm pretty sure that you can do it more than 20 times. Okay, so not too difficult, right? And the question, the question is that I cannot answer. You can help me answer. What country does she come from? What do you think? She come from which country? Is that East Africa or West Africa? Tell me. Okay, you can help me answer this question. Okay. All right. So by doing so, by having more mindfulness before your meditation, so you already prepare and think about keeping your mind centered like this. Try to maintain temperature. Central Africa, are you sure, Gasso? Does she look like from Congo as well? How do we know that? I don't know. Like, but maybe for you, all Asians look the same, right? Like me, can you see the difference between me and the other monks? You will not at the beginning, but if you kind of stay in Thailand for a while and you live with Thai people, for example, and you see them every day, you started to see a little bit of the facial characters that not everyone looks the same, right? And well, this actually is something that you discover from meditations as well. That in meditation, although all experiences are similar, or they look similar, or they feel similar, but they're not the same. And you can actually see from the familiarity when you get to the same point, when you have the same experience again. How do we come to this point? I mean, I just asked the questions like, what country does it come from? Or we have most people will say West Africa, but those who say West Africa comes from West Africa, right? Okay, so all right, so again, I will ask this as well. Maybe next week. The challenge is to try to keep your mind centered all day long. Okay, and no matter what you do, try to maintain your awareness. So next time, maybe not only that she's gonna walk, but uh, maybe brushing your teeth. That's easy, right? You will find that some activities are easier than the rest, like brushing your teeth or walking, but some of them are particularly more challenging. For example, talking to people. Well, this one is difficult. You should begin with easy one first, okay? Easy ones. And then you expand and try to do more difficult ones, and you can do that, okay? All right, so now we're ready for our meditation. We're gonna meditate a little bit, and yeah, we're gonna begin with our inner peace time, okay? All right, so let's begin our meditation together. You may close your eyelids softly and gently. And prepare yourself by feeling a little more relaxed. You may breathe in and out a few times to breathe freshness and positive energy, and to breathe out completely uncomfortable feelings from both body and mind. Continue breathing in and out for a while to feel initially relaxed. Spend a moment to relax all your muscles from the top of your head down to your toes. Relax the muscles of your forehead, the muscles on your face, your cheek, your chin. Feel the flow of relaxation spreading to your neck and both of your shoulders, your arms, your hands, down to your fingertips. Relax the muscles of your torso from your chest to your abdomen, your hips, your thighs, your knees, down to your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes until you feel completely relaxed in every part of your body. When you feel a bit more relaxed, I would like you to stay for a moment with your breath. You may breathe softly, slowly, and deeply. As deeply as you can, as softly as you can. or try to reduce the speed of the airflow of your breath. As you breathe a little slower, it will be easier to follow the breath continuously. You might want to spend a moment as the mind might wander, and if you think about something else, you are just like everyone else. As the mind needs to calm down, if you keep bringing the mind back again and again, no matter how many times it wanders, relaxingly, and that's the most important. Relaxingly means not gonna feel frustrated, you're not gonna be annoyed. And if you understand that it will take time to calm down, you can bring the mind back relaxingly. We can do that when we do not expect any result. If you try to keep the mind with the breath and the mind thinks about something else, do not give up or believe that you cannot do it. In fact, you can, and everyone can. Just how many percent you can do at the moment. And we begin from just a few percent. And if we keep bringing the mind back without feeling frustrated or annoyed, that percent will increase. And at some point, when you're able to stay longer with the breath. The mind will spend less time with anything else, and you feel relatively lighter as all heavy thoughts are being dropped from the mind or left behind temporarily. And I would like you to bring the mind back and let it rest around the middle of your abdomen, at the deepest end of the airflow. When you breathe as deeply as you can, arriving and reaching that depth, the mind will touch a point, the center of your body, gonna reach the center and touch the center. If you can stay there, let it be. Otherwise, keep touching the center and allow each touch to be as softly as a bird's feather floating down from the sky to finally land up on a calm water surface without disturbing the calmness of the water surface. And that's how soft you're supposed to touch the center. And that softness is what you're supposed to maintain there, so that the mind doesn't go anywhere else. Keep the mind there. Stay there at the center. No need to go back with your breath. Just breathe naturally and stay centered at the softness in the middle of your abdomen. Then I would like you to repeat the mantra a few times. You may imagine as if the mantra voice is expanding from the middle of your abdomen. Repeat in your mind, either clear and bright, 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 or Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang, Samma Arahang. 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 Samma means the right way, and Arahang means the purest state of the mind. All together, You are telling yourself that this is the right way to purify your mind. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. And while repeating the mantra, never let the mind drift away from the center's awareness. An easy way to work around this is to imagine as if there's a wireless speaker playing the mantra soothing voice from within. Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang Samma Arahang. Continue to repeat the mantra. You might need to do this until the meditation comes to an end, or until you have a feeling that your mind has already become calm. You feel no need to repeat it anymore, and your mind prefers stillness over the mantra. And you can continue remaining at the center. Do not worry much where exactly that is. where you feel the most content. That can be the center for now. You can continue, leave the mind there. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. Samma Arahang. And I would like you to additionally visualize an image. You can begin by imagining that your body is empty and there's nothing inside. No bone, no muscle, no organ, nothing inside, only the air. And with this spacious awareness, imagine something round at the center of the body. Round, a spherical shape like a bowl, clear like a crystal ball, bright like the sun or the full moon in the night sky. Doesn't matter what shape, what color, what size. You can imagine in however you feel the most comfortable for you, and it's easiest to visualize. And while visualizing it, the mind doesn't think about anything else. Continue to visualize and make it as thin as a dream, like you are dreaming Doesn't matter how clearly you can visualize. Do this relaxingly. And if you do it relaxingly, although everything is yet to be fully relaxed, you are doing this correctly already. And while visualizing at the center, you may repeat the mantra a few times. Samma Arahang, 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 I will leave you to continue on your own for a moment till the meditation comes to an end. We will spread loving kindness together. Please be on your own for a while. สัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหังสัมมาอรหัง with the amount of peace energy that you have drawn from the center of the body, and imagine that it is now expanding in all directions. Allow it to spread out to cover yourself and everyone. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Allow the energy to expand from the center to the whole room, the entire building, the whole neighborhood, so that you can share this peace energy to everyone equally and unconditionally. We are practicing unconditional love, so we share equally to everyone, regardless of their race, nationality, belief, political view. May everyone in the whole community, in the whole city or region, the whole state, doesn't matter who they are, what they do, where they live. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness. May all of them feel the peace energy you are sharing. Spread your love, your kindness, and peace energy to the entire world, to everyone in the world, to all animals of all species. The one you can see, and many that you cannot. May all of them be happy. May all of them be free from sadness, pain, dangers. Continue to spread this loving kindness for a moment. And now our meditation is coming to an end. You may take a deep breath in and out a few times. Breathe in, breathe out, long, softly, slowly. Feel the environment, everyone and everything around you. Every part of your body. And once you feel you're ready, you may softly, slowly open your eyes while listening to my blessing. สัพเพพุทธาภลปัตตาปัจเจกานันจะยังพลังอรหันตานันจะเตเชนระคังพันธามิสัพพโสเนยทลัตถาสุขิตาเวรุณาพุทธศาสเนอโรคาสุขิตาโหทาสาสพเพยาติภิสัพพพุทธานุภาเวนะสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนะสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนะสัทธาโสธีPawantu te. May all your wishes be fulfilled. Pepurentu sankappa. All of your dreams become true. Janto panaraso yatha. Like the full moon in the night sky. Manisho teraso yatha. Or similar to a flawless crystal sphere. All right, welcome back from the meditation. I hope that you feel relaxed today, and it's time to check in a little bit, switch on your webcam, and show your beautiful faces so that I can learn, because I had a challenge at the beginning of the program today when I showed a picture of an African woman walking. I didn't know what country she's from. So now I can learn from looking at your faces and country and the club's name. I know that IBPCN, Ibadan Peace Club, and what else? They are like NPC from Kenya. Okay, so you can switch on your webcam. We're gonna wait a little bit. All right. Then as well, you can share how your meditation went by typing your meditation and all the questions in the comments box. Okay. And remember that whenever you have a good session, you can also maintain a little bit. For example, when you open your eyes, the feeling around the center of your body is still there. So instead of letting the mind wander to anything in the world, just keep it there. All right. And this is how you can expand the moment of mindfulness, not only when you close your eyes and meditate, but you can meditate with open eyes as well. At the moment, you're looking at me, okay? Can you at the same time, while looking at me, feel the center of your body? You can, right? Because you just finished your meditation. Even in your abdomen is still warm and light, okay? So, Ayomide say thanks so much, and it was amazing session. I feel so calm and refreshed. And Shifa, uh, I feel comfort and relax. Okay, and Ruth Adeola, it was a good meditation. I rate 8.6 out of 10. Wow, that's good. What about 1.4 remaining or next time? Okay. Elsa Marine, thanks so much. Greeting from the Mexico City. And Iman from Jordan, thanks. So peaceful meditation and comforting and relaxing. Great. Okay, so remember to do this exercise. We have Godfrey from Asante Sana. Okay, Asante Sana. So what do I answer? Asante Sana. Hakuna Matata Asante Sana. Um, Mayova, thanks for the amazing sessions. It was amazing and relaxing. Maybe to relax because I dozed off a little bit. Well, dozing off means that your mind wasn't purest yet. And that's why you doze off a little bit. But if you keep maintaining that for a while, becomes purer, you will not doze off anymore. Okay. Kot Jovi, thanks so much for the meditation. It was good and relaxing. Francisca, it's nice meditation. I feel so refreshed and relaxed. Okay. And I had an awesome session today. I had at least times of resetting today in a long while. Catherine, I had amazing sessions. I realized over time meditation is easier for me. I have 50% relaxation, 50% concentration. I feel like the guy was beside me. I could hear him clearly as it was far from in immediate environment. The network keep locking me out, but I could maintain my concentration all through. Thank you so much for the wonderful sessions. My mind is still calm, resting at the center. Great. Ibrahima, thanks. I have good meditation and good relaxation. Muhammad, I feel relaxed now. Ukushukwu, my meditation was one of the best I ever had in a week. My question is how we remain body centered while we are meditating. For me, I get to the center, but I don't remain there for long. Well, practice, right? Practice makes perfect. Madel, I feel happy and relaxed. Opeyemi, the session was great. I feel so calm after a beautiful day. And Canary, Tusen Talk, okay, Washiku. All right, so remember that when you finish your meditation, you should try to maintain the awareness of the body center. Okay, you can see that here. It's well, you can do this. You know, you don't actually have to use flashlight. You can just walk and keep your mind there. You see, when you walk, you don't have to walk fast, right? You just walk slowly and maintain your mind as much as you can, so that while walking, this is just walking, but this can apply to like brushing your teeth, washing your face, and eventually you can do it while eating. That's going to be a little bit more difficult. Or driving. Keep your mind center while your eyes are looking on the road, but your mind's at the center. Why not, right? Well, some activities are more challenging, like talking to people or even listening to lecture. But if you keep doing this again and again and again, it will be easier. I will ask you next time, okay? But let me ask you now, which country does she come from? Did you say West Africa? Is that too difficult to answer? Okay. Um, Fiji all over. The meditation was refreshing. Okay. And Martha, I had an amazing session. I just refreshed my day. It was almost sleeping at the end. Esther, stress from I feeling for stress before, but meditation make me feel calm. Okay. Omolola, I struggle to find or to stay at the center. What advice can you give me? Whenever you struggle so much, okay, nothing works at all. That session was like total disaster. Open your eyes and reset and restart. And you close your eyes again and you struggle so hard. It was so devastating. It was difficult. Open your eyes again. Don't let that happen for half an hour. Don't do that, okay? And then you close your eyes again. Well, while you open your eyes, don't close them immediately. You can relax a little bit. You just walk around, look around and relax. And all right, you breathe in and out. You maybe even go wash your face, come back and close your eyes again. And if you do it 10 times, I'm pretty sure it's going to be better. Yeah, sometimes like you need those many times because it's so challenging day. That day happens. Okay, we have such a B day sometimes, and not always, not every time. Okay, so when that happens and nothing works, open your eyes and just be a little bit more patient. Okay, you need to be more patient on that day. Previous goal, I feel so comfortable today. I try to open my eyes, like you mentioned earlier. I got distracted. I end up closing my eyes for the sessions. That's great. It takes time, okay? Today I take a little bit time to find a comfort spot. Came directly from work, a little bit tired, but those sessions it gets later, okay? Yeah, that's usually it depends on your day. It depends on what you have been through before the session. If you want to have good sessions, you can have some meditation before meditation. If that makes sense, like you come back and you meditate on your own for half an hour while waiting for me to show up. And then, yeah, if you meditate before, maybe you fall asleep before, or maybe you already clean some part of your meditation and you struggle before. And when you come to meditate, it gets easier. Okay, Seika Sise, thanks so much for the session today. Okay, all right. And Doyin, I felt relaxed and too relaxed. I feel ready to go on with the remaining tasks of the day. Okay, precious peace. It was nice. I feel relaxed, enjoying the fresh, cool breeze in the environment. It's beautiful. Okay. All right. So we will finish what we've been talking about for a few times. And, this is about life. And if you want to have prosperity in life and like development, we need to understand that environment matters so much that we should keep or maintain everything around us to be positive. Yeah. And one of the most important, more than places, more than climate, or more than even politics or anything else, is people around us. Okay. And that means, if you want to be successful like this guy, we talked with this guy a few times, even since last year. He wants to pursue his career, he wants to be successful. But if his roommate is like this, there are 4 threats of having what we call fault friends. But these fault friends could be all in one person. It doesn't have to be 4 people, okay? And these are first, taker, second, talker, third, flatter, and fourth one, seducer. If all these 4 for sure will make him super distracted. How? Because, well, this is gonna be equivalent to, for example, taker, talker, flatter, and seducer. Taker will slowly become selfishness, right? And talker will lead to becoming empty promise. And flatter is gonna make you have untrustworthiness, and eventually seducer will lead to heedlessness or carelessness. Okay, just imagine that before, maybe our guy, he was pretty neat, tidy, but he has to stay in the same room with this guy. Eventually, maybe after a while, he will slowly becomes like the guy, So everything could be messy because we inherit things from the environment around us. Just think again, if this guy stays with another friend who is neat, tidy, then he likely to inherit that threat as well, depending on where he spent his time the most. And at home, it's like at least one third of our day spent at home, right? So if he spend most of the time like this, it's going to be exactly the same. You see, eventually all the behaviors, like how he will make up his room, how he organize his room, and everything will likely to copy from the friend. We eventually says that this happens not only to humans but to animals as well. Like these are called betta fishes. Used to be one of the Windows wallpapers, but these betta fishes, if you want them to be in certain colors, you just show them color papers of the color that you want it to be. If you want them purple, then you show them purple paper. When they look at purple paper every day, they slowly turn their body into becoming purple, right? So think about him as a taker. If he stays with this guy and he think only about the benefits, we talk about them last time, that taker will always take advantages. Take the most, give the least. Giving helping hands only when in danger, and be friends for benefits. And eventually, he will slowly try to gain for benefits as well. And this will lead to unkindness, greediness, selfishness, and be conditional. Oh, you want me to help you? Give me some bucks, give me some money. I'm gonna help you. I'm not doing it for free. Okay. It's gonna be more conditional than unconditional. And labyrinth and separation, not integration and unconditional. And as well, if he will stay with a talker exhibits four characters here. First, a talker will only remind about past help. Oh, I helped you before. You remember, like 5 years ago, I lent you some money. 5 years ago, I helped you move your house. Or 10 years ago. So he bragged about the past help. But he forget to mention that he's now asking for help, right? Or maybe promise about the future help. So you see that these are about past and future and not in the present at all. Or in the present, he will try to gain favor by empty words and refuse to help when you ask for. So if you stay, or if anyone stay with a talker like this, they will inherit some behaviors. For example, empty promise, procrastination, self-exaggerate, and delusional. Delusional, why? Because you talk about something that is not true, right? Superficial charm, because you try to gain favor, you try to gain promise, but you don't actually try to be the one who deserve the praise, but try to create the praise by not changing yourself, okay? And avoidant tactics like, I'm gonna help, but not today. It's okay, but tomorrow, So, and the third one is flatter. Flatter means those who exhibit the four characters like this. They consent to your wrongdoing. They consent to your right doing. They sing your praise to your face. They criticize you behind your back. So this one has to be paired, because if you read only one, that looks nice because they consent to your right doing. Yeah, that's good, right? But they consent both. So they're not sincere. They will just sing praise and for the favor, for the benefits, right? And they will praise to your face and criticize behind your back. If you spend time with flatter, then eventually you will copy, people will copy such behavior and maybe become untrustworthy or having two-faced behavior or having moral blindness. Moral blindness means that you don't actually know anymore what is good, what is bad, because even though they're bad, you say it's good. But in fact, it's not, right? If you have a friend and you're doing something bad, do you want them to tell that you're doing something bad, or do you want them to tell that you're doing something good? If you have some friends and you're doing something bad and they tell you that you're doing something bad, you should thank them. Because if you don't thank them and that develops into something worse, maybe you end up in jail, maybe you end up doing something worse. But having someone who tells you that you're doing bad, you have to change, you have to do something else, that's a blessing, okay? And flattery leads to praise addiction and maybe gossip, mongering, like addicted to gossiping, okay? It's like, oh yeah, that's for fun, right? And the last one is seducer. Seducers, like, four characters here. Seducers, first, they will persuade you to intoxicate yourself. Like, let's have some drink, let's smoke together. Persuade you to party and nightlife. Or the night is still young, don't go to sleep, just come with me. And then take you to somewhere until the next morning and you cannot wake up in the morning. Or persuade to do useless things. Come on, this is still July. You still have 6 months left. Why don't you have to hurry and read a lot of books? It's still some months. Come on, let's wait for a while and maybe 3 weeks before the exam, we can read together, but do something fun, and persuade to gamble for sure. If anyone have these four characters, they are seducers, and these will lead to heedlessness. Heedlessness means that you're not gonna try to focus on the present, but instead you just move the present away and do not try to solve things that's supposed to be fixed, that's supposed to be corrected. And that leads to instant quick fix seeking. People want quick fix. They don't want to complicate things. They just want things that will make them happy right away, but such thing doesn't exist. And things that will make you instant happiness usually comes with consequences. Like if you can intoxicate yourself, probably you're gonna feel high, you're gonna be happy, but that leaves with negative effect, right? So heedlessness leads to instant quick fix seeking and eventually addiction tendencies. You're gonna be addicted to that. You cannot be happy anymore without them. Or reckless behavior, because when you have no consciousness, you can do reckless things, right? And lack of creativity, lack of productivity, and time management because of laziness. If you have laziness, don't talk about creativity. Don't talk about productivity. Don't talk about time management. Yeah, well, like sometimes they say that lazy people can make something great, but it's different kind of laziness. It's like you're lazy that you don't want to do these 10 things when you can do just only one thing. That kind of laziness, or I would say creativity. Yeah, some people describe that as laziness, but this laziness is like they do nothing at all. They don't want to do even one thing. That's the true laziness, okay? And lack of purpose, because if you don't know what you're supposed to do, then you will soon lose the purpose. Seducer, in fact, will make one lose purpose, okay? That's why it's such a blessing that we don't hang around with people that will take us to wicked path. And these are the effects from having them around, okay? Like nobody wants to be friend with you. Nobody wants to work with you. Nobody wants to help. And you will waste resources. You will lose focus. Sorry, lose misspell. You will develop poor judgment. You will damage your reputation. And you will lose motivation. You have no real love, surrounded by only fake love. And you have no second chance if things go terribly wrong. Okay. All right. So this actually explains what we call the blessings of life, and the first blessing ever, more than anyone else, more than having fortune, more than living in a good country, more than having good president, is not to be surrounded by fools. And we can stay away from fools, okay? That's why I'm pretty sure if you come here very often, that is no fool, because fools do not like being here. You will only surrounded by wise people, and at least meditators, or at least people who are going to become wiser and more uh, cooler as well. Cooler. Okay. All right. I think that's all from today. And if you have any questions? No question. Or some question. Or question next time. Okay. And my only question is what country does she come from? The 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 girl with the light bulb in her abdomen. Most people say West Africa. Yeah, maybe. Madagascar, really? Okay. All right. I will see. Okay, so that's for today. And well, don't forget to do this, to practice mindfulness over the weekend. And yeah, we'll see you next Monday. Okay, so for now, let's say goodbye. Okay. Yeah, there's questions like if usually you find, but the one that you need to take care of, like your daughters, maybe your even your granddaughters, uh, they might need such advice. Okay, so maybe you can take advice from me today to share with them, and see what they will say to you. Okay, or sometimes you just need to let that happen, because those young people, they don't listen. But don't, like, we have one saying in Thailand, in Thai language, is that you just keep observing them from a distance, just to have some distance so that they don't feel like uncomfortable. You kind of try to squeeze them on your hand or something like that. But if you take some distance, and maybe before it's too bad, then you just show up and give the best answer, the best advice when it matters the most. They will listen to you. But maybe that takes time. Okay. All right. So bye for today, and see you on Monday. Okay, I give you the blessing. May you all be happy, healthy, and wise. May you all have the wisdoms to overcome all obstacles in your life. All your wishes be fulfilled. All your dreams become true. May you be protected from all kinds of dangers. And every time you meditate, may you attain the inner peace that we call the Dhammakaya within, easily and effortlessly, without delay. So, bye. By DJ Botox, by Bettina, and Elsa Marin, and Muhammad Mahe, and Fenari, and Li Shu Wei, and Yoon, and Coach Jovi Roger, and Manish, and Doyin, and Ugushukwu, and Ibrahima, and Haseho, and Seka Sise, and Matar, and Fino Hasina, and Oliva Mayova, and Iman, and Esther, and Asiatu, Evariste, and Ruth, and Francisca, and Vibotak, and Mudumita, and Ayomide, and Mardel, and if you're all over, and Kikion, and Frankie Liu, and Christina, and Ayomitan, and Christine Thompson, and Jane, and Freddie, and Fisher's Go, Sam Fang, Wem Mimo, and Nandria Nina, and Ghislaine, and Angelina, and Emmanuel, and Ki Edon, Bukolar, Vinyoluva, Buturin, Patmata, and at Duel, and Precious Peace. So, bye for today. See you next week.